Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And let's go ahead and open up to Q&A. We'll fit in a little bit of a practice there, but
I don't know, kind of looks like people just want to practice.
okay. So I'm going to send you something, and this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to do like a short form that's really more about maintenance than it is about like working at how we did on the weekend. But we're going to post this for you, and then we're going to do it. Okay, so you're going to need all 14 of your oils for tonight.
Wow. I might not be able to do a copy paste for you guys, so I might have to do it as, yeah, it's too big. I'm going to make a little PDF real quick and I'll get those, but go ahead and get all your oils ready.
And we're going to start with the collective unconscious. Remember, the collective unconscious, if we boil it down, it's the inherited predispositions and instincts which drive self-preservation, reproduction, and social interactions. So with that, open up your bottle, begin inhaling. Your awareness is on your armpits. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on your armpits. Move your awareness to your elbows. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the elbows. Your awareness is on your wrists. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the wrists. The palms of your hands. Your hips, the sides of your hips. Your knees, the back of your knees. Your ankles. Your awareness is on your ankles. And the soles of your feet. And then pause and be still. You're going to pull out your blend for archetypal patterns. These are patterns that accelerate our capacity for learning. These help us to thrive in the environment, thrive in the outer world. Helps us to learn and grow. You're inhaling, your awareness is on the sex chakra, where the sex organs are. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. The back heart, the area between the shoulder blades. The back throat, the middle of the back of your neck. And the top of your head. Just be still, be aware, and let go. Going to pull out the blend for the self. This is for helping to transcend the ego. The center of our personal identity. You're inhaling, your awareness is on the throat. Drop your awareness down to the bottom of the throat minor. Your jaws, where they hinge in front of the ears. Temples. Back head. And the forehead. Let go. You're going to pull out the blend for individuation. Begin inhaling. Your awareness is on the soles of your feet. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the soles of your feet. Your low back area, the backside of your navel. Long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the backside of the navel. The back heart, the area between your shoulder blades. And the crown. Your awareness is on the crown. Pause and be still. You're going to pull out the blend for persona. This is tied to our ability to adapt. Your awareness is on the bottom of the tailbone. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. You're moving your awareness to the left side of your body, below the ribs, the spleen area. Down to the low back, the backside of your navel. And the crown, the top of your head. You're just being still and letting go. Just let go for a moment. Let's reach for the shadow self. Your awareness is on the back heart, the area between your shoulder blades. Your navel. Your awareness is on the navel. And the crown. Your awareness is on the crown. And you're letting go. You're reaching for anima, animus. This is the balance between intellect and intuition. Your knees, the back of your knees. Mhm. Your ankles. and the soles of your feet. And just let go. Dream processing. You're reaching for your dream process. Your awareness is on the forehead. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on the forehead. The palms of your hands. The soles of your feet. Just pause and let go. Just let go. Active imagination. You're inhaling, your awareness is on the back head. The forehead. Your awareness is on the forehead. The back heart. The front heart. And just let go. Notice how you're feeling right now. Remember those things today that might have been bothering you? Pull out your blend for symbolism. This is providing what is deficient in the psyche. Your awareness is on the crown. Ajna, the area between the eyebrows. Front solar plexus, below your ribs on the upper abdomen. The back solar plexus. Bottom of the tailbone. And then let go. Just let go. Let's do synchronicity. Your awareness is on your lungs. Your awareness is on your liver, the right side of your body below the ribs. Move a little bit more to your midline, about 2 inches from your midline. Still to the right, still below your ribs. You're affecting the gallbladder. the kidneys. Your awareness is on the kidneys. And then your spleen, left hand side of your body, below the ribs. Let go. Polarity. You're reaching for polarity. This is simply awareness on your brain. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths with your awareness on your brain. Let go. Just let go. The blend is paradox. You're beginning with your awareness on the front heart. Your awareness is on the back heart. Your forehead. And your back head. And then pause and be still. Last one. Mind stream. Be aware of your body. Where do you feel it in the body? You're feeling it in the body. Now go to the left side of your head above the ear. Go to the right side of the head above the ear. The area between your eyebrows, the ajna. And then the back head. Just let go. Let go of everything. Just be still. Every time you do this process, you'll go a little deeper into the intuitive mind. It's not that you lose intellect, you just shift out of intellect for a little bit. Intellect actually becomes stronger, sharper, more focused. So this practice is best done maybe before you go to bed or like in the evening. I probably wouldn't start my day off this way unless your day was starting a vacation. You know, unless you're doing like something like healing or, something that's very creative where you're having to think out of the box. But doing this, you will shift out of the intellect and be very much in your intuitive mind. And so, if you look at this practice, what we just did, it's maintenance, but it still keeps pushing you deeper and deeper into intuition. And this practice was 35 minutes, maybe 36, somewhere in there. And so you can do this before you go to bed and really go deep into a healing process while you sleep. The thing with sleep is most times we're not getting the deep, restful sleep where yes, we're trying to process things in the mind and the emotions, but also the body. The healing process is what we call intuition. The intuitive process is rest and repair. The activity, the intellect is activity, fight, flight, whatever you would like to call it. And so both are necessary. Let's go ahead and have some shares or ask questions and see how you did. And we're gonna clip this recording where we just started the process beginning to end, so you don't have to listen to me chat about all the different things. You can just jump right to the process, fire it off in 35 minutes, and go hit the hay. Or your meditation is super good to do before meditation or ceremony, or even one of them is, but to knock them all out like this.
And go ahead, Lolly.
Hey, Lolly, how are you?
Wow, hi. That was quite amazing. And it was interesting to see the difference between the oils that we started with and the oils at the end.
Right.
Yeah, because for me at the beginning it was like, oh, okay, this is nice. As we went deeper and deeper, then I got to see all kinds of like images and things
Right.
and stories
Right.
and I was like, and it was pretty short with each oil, but still so many things came
Yeah.
up. So that was so that was fun.
And the thing that like increases the potency, like a lot of times if we do it longer or we do it more intensely, the potency will increase. But the thing is like to focus and then let go, and then focus and let go. And even that where you go, okay, inhale, 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 let go. And you don't have to let go for super long periods of time, but every time you do that, you keep going deeper into the intuitive state. And then when you come back into the focus, you're able to focus a little bit more, but you're dragging some of the intuitive mind into the intellect. And they start mixing back and forth, and pretty soon by the end, your expansion, not just because of the oils, but because of the process, goes much deeper into the intuitive state. And so it's just like if you meditate, you're not going om, 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 om. You're going om, and then a gap, and then om, and then a gap. And then the gap keeps getting bigger and longer, and it keeps sending you deeper and deeper. So the same idea with the oils and the process.
Okay, love it. And and I was thinking as you were doing that, that it's pretty short. So now I'm understanding how it's working. Okay, thank you. And then so as far as maintenance, you do that what, like a few times a week? Every day.
You could do this often. Yeah, this one, like doing some of the long forms, you could do several times a week as well. But if you think about like schedule and intensity and all that, long forms are great, but most likely you'll do them like once or twice a week. But this is something, if you want a good night's sleep or you want to do some deeper healing, let the body reset, you could fire this off, 35 minutes and then jump into bed. And you might even find like I get to number 5 and I'm done, I'm cooked. Then just jump into bed. Like you don't even have to finish it. I like when I was first doing this was like quite a while ago. I would do some version of this, and I wasn't doing it so quick, and I'd be like taking my time. I don't think I ever made it to the very end until I started going, gotta pick up the pace because I'm never going to get all the way through it. And so that's why I was kind of like bam, 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 and then you just kind of let go. It's like how sometimes like Om Mani Padme Hum is a very good example. Like sometimes, in the Buddhist tradition, they'll say it in different ways. But like one way they'll go Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, because it like you're saying it really quick, really fast without a gap because it's focusing the mind, right? You're having to keep your mind really focused because if you start to wander, you'll mess up the mantra. And so every time around, like you do a little cycle of it and then you keep doing faster and faster. And so it's a way to make the mind more focused. But then when you let go, like it goes deeper. So that's like one way of doing it. And then another way is go, Om Mani, like you're starting to already have gaps
Mhm.
between the words. Like that's a different version, but it's like a different way to work it. And both are very effective. Both kind of do some slightly different things, but it depends on, sometimes it depends on the nature of the mind of the person or the practitioner. And sometimes it also just depends on the time. If you have 10 minutes, you power through one of them. But if like you have 45 minutes, then you really go deep with maybe the other version of it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm super relaxed, especially so I did the other two meditations with you and then this one. I'm like, I'm great. And then as far as these specific oils, I was wondering, would you use them in any other ways other than inhaling them? You wouldn't, it's not oils that you would use internally, right?
I wouldn't use them internally, but topically. Topically could be very good.
Topically,
Yeah, you could put it on the heart, you could put it on the forehead. Those would be two really good spots. Another spot would be temples. And then you could also use it like in a massage oil or an ointment or a little bit of a body tonic, because it would still do some of the same things. Like when I'm feeling tired or lazy or whatever, I just slap one of them on as a body tonic and go to bed and just go, yeah, I'm gonna do the practice in my sleep. And it works. So if there's one that you're really working, like for me, the one I'm working personally kind of intensely is Paradox. And so I do it, I slap it on as a body tonic, I rub it on my feet a little bit, I inhale it as I go to bed, and then I'm out. And so you could work it in different ways, but internally that wouldn't really benefit you a whole lot. Like it would be more
yeah.
topical or inhalation.
hmm And then, yeah, I did some inhalations with the mind. Oh my God, blanking out. Mind stream.
Mainstream, yeah.
Yeah, that was very interesting night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see a difference. But really, even if you use these as a body tonic all over, you would do it mostly at night as opposed to doing that during the day.
Yeah, I mean you could do it during the day, but I would say it would depend on the kind of activities you have in the day.
Yeah.
If you're doing something where you're being creative or innovative and stepping out of the box, I think it's fine. But if you were going to work and you had to do the books and balance out, a bunch of details,
Mm,
probably
yeah.
not the thing to be doing. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say gauge your work.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good.
You know how like
Thank
sometimes
you.
they'll say with medication, don't operate
Yeah.
heavy machinery. I say with these oils,
Yeah.
don't balance your checkbook. Like, don't
Yeah.
don't do a bunch of critical thinking where because it's literally the opposite of that kind of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And go ahead, Dan, then Denise.
Hey Dan,
Hey,
how'd you do?
good. How are you?
Doing good.
Good, good. It was, yeah, sorry, I missed the earlier sessions. I was actually doing Your Father with MCKS
Oh,
and
nice.
holding the PERMA.
Right,
Uh,
right.
and it was like, that was great. But also just coming in here, I felt a little congestion.
Uh-huh.
Just joining the 8 p.m. But the mind streams, it actually just took it really just cleared the whole thing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
A lot of times if you look at it from the point of view of mind, when we're dealing with congestion,
uh,
it usually is a little bit more of intellect rather than intuition. Even in meditation, like the energy comes in, but it's like it almost gets like stuck in the intellectual part because the intellect's not just your brain, it kind of physicalizes a bit in the body. And so what happens is you're trying to have expansion, but intellect is condensation, right? And so like I'll have these practices and like I'll be really expanded. I'll go, wow, look how big my energy body is. 10 minutes later, it's all like super close to my body. And I was like, but what happened? You know, what's going on? And it's just, you know, your body goes through these cycles where it expands and condenses. And so the way to break out of some of the congestion is that expansion, but it still will come back around again, but you'll have more time to process it. You know, we never transcend out of that. You know, even MCKS would have times where he would be very congested, and so it's kind of a normal part of the process. But you know, at some point, your body gets good at like kicking it off.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. The other piece too that I want to mention after this protocol for this
Mhm.
you know, maintenance, the quality of stillness is remarkable. I
Yeah,
mean, just sitting back and just being still is like it's still, you know,
yeah,
it's very just very,
yeah,
yeah, full, kind of
yeah.
like a full stillness, if you will.
Hey, so how is doing your meditation with that purba?
I I felt my energy body like this. It
Yeah,
was like
yeah, yeah,
huge. It was
yeah.
huge.
Very
Um,
good.
it
Very good.
was, you know, I was going to do the blue pearl, but I just felt a little too much congestion when I
Yeah,
first started, so
yeah,
I just opted for something else
yeah.
instead.
Perfect. Yeah,
But yeah, it was like, yeah, I just held it down. Was that okay? Just like with
yeah,
two hands
yeah,
down,
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of?
You
Okay,
can even just hold it in your lap, like, or hold it in your, like, with the purba. You could hold it in your right hand.
right hand. Yeah, that's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. So I
Yeah,
didn't, because usually I'm with the dorje in the right hand, but this time I
yeah,
just
yeah. All three of the instruments you would use in your right hand.
okay.
So sometimes there is a time and a place to use the dorje in the left hand, but we'll talk about that down the line. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Great.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. For a while, just get used to it in the right hand.
Okay. Right. Right. And for the finger, do you hold it the same way like you would a
Yeah,
dorje with your
yeah,
the
exactly.
third, fourth finger?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't have a instrument, but yeah, you get the idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like the same thing in the dorje
Mhm,
section there.
mhm,
Okay. Yeah, that was a lot of visual kind of thing.
mhm,
Really yeah, actually, I've noticed visuals just when it first got here. It
mhm,
was kind of like where you see some kind of really ornamental,
mhm.
uh, like vajras or dorjes with the little bumps on it, with the little
Oh yeah,
jewels in it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was seeing that kind of in my mind, kind of thing. So I wasn't
Nice.
sure if that was associated with other. They were there. I don't know, and also structure, kind of
Yeah,
structure. I
yeah,
saw. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll speak more of this.
yeah.
But
The things that you start to see is very interesting,
really, yeah.
and a lot of like things flying by. You know, it looks like,
Uh-huh. Okay.
you know, that's because you have movement. You're moving and expanding in the inner world.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
exactly what that is. Yeah,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
Because I've seen too, just the kind of like the piece on the head, you know, kind of like where
Uh-huh.
in statues. I've seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know. Yeah, but that was before the verb came.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
uh, so
yeah,
do you see things moving around like the corner of your eyes too,
yeah.
kind of thing? Is that will that
Most
happen?
times it's more out here than it is right here. Like a
Okay.
lot of times, if you think about like when we think of intuition from intellect, we're looking for like a TV screen where we get like some piece of information,
Hmm.
but intuition is more of this, like it's flying by. And
Oh,
then every once in a while, something might get stuck and it'll come into the intellect, but then it'll start moving again. So
Alright.
this is usually more intuitive, and this is, being processed by the intellect, and then it will move again.
Alright. Well, good stuff. Yeah, thanks again for the.
You're so welcome. You're so
Yeah,
welcome.
that's. I haven't counted the faces, but I know there's lots of them there. So
Yeah.
we'll connect more. We'll
Yeah,
connect.
right.
Yeah. Blessings. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
See ya.
And go ahead, Denise.
Hey, Miss Denise.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, how
You know,
are you?
I think I do have a virus of some sort.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Okay.
about that.
Tell
It's
me,
definitely going around. Like,
yeah,
I think you're about the 8th or 9th person just in the last 48 hours that said that they're coming down with something or fighting off something.
yeah, maybe is it maybe because I am unstucking some energy? I don't know. I mean,
It's just things are going around. Like people have been testing positive for COVID, but it's not the COVID of the pandemic. It's just now a little like cold or flu thing that, everybody's immune systems are much more acclimated to it. And the virus has mutated so much that, after the first few mutations, the virus keeps getting weaker and weaker. And so, or at least, that's the way it always seems, So, do the things that to boost the immunity. Lemongrass, thyme, monarda, melissa. Keep the body strong, and your body should move through it relatively fast, and then be stronger after the fact.
Tylenol with that one because that's
Yeah.
the only
Oh, sure.
time
Yeah, that'd be great.
but I have
Yeah.
all the others.
No, you could use Tylenol. Yeah.
Okay. And then almost all of them could be internal inhaling and all
Yeah,
the
I
rest.
would use most of them internal. Yeah,
Most
like inhaling works too, but I would take a little bit internal.
Okay, because I have today I just all of a sudden got just exhausted and
Yeah.
like a bit of a sore throat, So,
Yeah. Bay laurel is really helpful for sore throats.
thank you, Greg. Thank
You're
you.
so welcome.
Okay, have a good evening. Thanks for
Okay.
having this. I'm gonna
Mhm.
practice this evening.
Oh,
um,
good.
This whole process you just did. Thanks
Good, good.
again, and thanks, Sam. All right.
And I just want to make sure you guys saw in the chat, we put in an even more updated, prettier version of the PDF too, guys. So you have that for the practice. I'm thinking we're going to clip this.
Yeah, we're gonna clip it. Yeah.
And so if you want just this practice recording, email us, and also same with this whole study group recording.
Yeah. And remember, for those that did the ORIC programming class, we're doing a 1 day. We're just going to do more practice and go and, talk about a little bit more and talk about stacks and things like that. And so be a whole day study group practice session. So join us if you can. If not, happy Mother's Day.